The founder of the program, David Floyd, he and his wife, we used to take vacations together because our wives' birthday are a couple of days apart. And after a while, he said, well, Francis, I'm in this program where we mentor young high school juniors and seniors. And he said, I think that would be something you may be interested in. I want you to come by and take a look at the program. So after I went and sat in on a couple of classes, I decided, yeah, I would give that a try because I always believe that as we get, we need to give.
The program's basis is teaching young men how to prepare for that next step into adulthood. A lot of young men, unfortunately, in the African American community do not have a male role model at home, let alone a positive role model that's an African American male in their community for them to look up to. This program provides you with the individuals who are willing to devote their time. These men all volunteer their time. Nobody's paid a salary here. And we still have two of the elders who was here when I was here, and two of them actually are going on their 28th year being with the program. So kudos to Elder Seabrook and Elder Cal Morrison for what they've been doing. But we have longevity. We teach reciprocity in this program. That's hence why I'm sitting here before you, because we believe in giving back what was given in kind to us. This program teaches these young men that they are part of the solution and not the problem.
One of the things that our goal was to include the children of the parents that couldn't afford it. You have a lot of programs and things for the doctor's children, the lawyer's children, the teacher's children, but what about those kids that are left behind? And so our goals were to get those kids involved.
This is my 9th year with the Beaux, and I started out 9 years ago actually as a supporter of the Beaux Affair program. I worked for a corporation, and we were actually one of the sponsors, donors, and through that, by donating, I came out a couple of times when they were over at the on Mary Street, at the center on Mary Street. And my friend Cal Morrison was an elder, and he used to tell me a lot about this program. But I got an opportunity to sit in and participate. And then they had a sleepover one weekend, and I participated in that, and my company supplied food for that. And just by watching the elders and the young men interact together, I knew then that I wanted to do more with the program, because I could see and sense that the program did a lot for building young men's character and helping them with their development, and I wanted to be a part of that. So what I did is I put my application in that following year to become an elder. And once I had been accepted as an elder, I've been working with them ever since. And I have to tell you, it's one of the joys of my life, imparting my experiences and helping in the development of these young men. I think the most important thing is, we as elders, we teach the Beaux a lot of different things and share a lot of experiences with them. But believe it or not, it helps me because I learn so much from each class that we have every year. Every class is different, and I learn different experiences every year with these young men, to the point that it has helped me to become a better man, a better husband, a better father, and just better all around.
The basis of Beaux Affair really is a 9-month program that is a transition from malehood to manhood, and teaches you the characteristics of not being just a male, but to be a man. And throughout the whole entire program, I've gained so much knowledge and wisdom from it. I've gained now 14 new brothers that I can actually depend on, and if I need anything in life or I need assistance, that they're there to count on me.
We teach them etiquette, we teach them professional development, we teach them marketing skills. They have to go out and actually market themselves to obtain ads and scholarships for the souvenir book that's given out at the ball. They go through a ball process. They learn how to do ballroom dancing. They learn international dining style. They learn all of those wonderful things that prepare them for the level of being able to take a panel interview, to take a doctor interview, to know what to do and what not to do when they're being interviewed in the interviews at dinner. Those kind of things that are going to help progress their career along further than they ever thought possible. Learning how to seek knowledge. You know, a lot of people can tell you a lot of things, but we want the young men to be able to know where to go get it and not be ashamed to ask questions if they don't understand something. Teaching them and giving them the tools that they normally wouldn't have got in the household without that male being present.
I learned now a lot of literature and wise quotes and articles about young famous black men that sought out to do great things for our community, our nation, and our world. And it now drives me to do the very best thing that I can do now. Every time I wake up in the morning, I set out a goal for myself to be better than the way I was before or the way I was now.
When I was in the program, we actually went on a college tour. I didn't know a Meharry Medical School existed. I didn't know a Tuskegee Institute existed. I didn't know what Morehouse and Spelman looked like because I'd never been there. I'd always been confined to my community, my corner, my school, and that's it. Church, that's it. But when you have a group of men willing to dedicate the time to show you the world is bigger than your 4 street corners, you have a chance to, in fact, broaden your horizon and see things from different perspectives. Not even just in our community, but from everybody's community.
It is always an emotional feeling. I mean, anybody that tells you otherwise is not telling the truth, because at the end of the day, at the end of the program, there's always some emotion involved. But I feel like, you know, it gives you a feeling of accomplishment. You asked me about the feelings. It gives you a feeling of being a part of trying to instill things in these young men to help them be a productive source, a productive part of their communities. And believe it or not, if one of us, if you or if I just take one, you know, we have 15 guys this year, and we've had as much as up to 55. But if you can teach one of them a positive structure, a positive construct, and they can go on and impart that knowledge to someone else, I believe that that's the answer to a lot of our issues in our community, is that we have to take the time out and say, I'm going to help.
I can look back over the years and see how we've progressed in exactly how we teach, how we train, and the paramount to my experience is the fact now that some of the young men that went through this program years ago have come back and are now elders in the program. In fact, last year, the elder in the program graduated from the Beaux program, so he was the president. And so that is in and of itself is affirmation that it's worthwhile. When you can see these young men grow and develop and come back and say, I want to be a part of that, because and to sit and listen to them tell the newcomers that these things that I learned in this program has helped me in my life's journey. And that, to me, is worth everything.
After graduating the program, I can say now it's a blessing now that I'm finished with it. It's been a long 9 months, but I will not depart from it. It is a great program. Currently, right now, I'm already starting recruiting for next year, because this program should not be laid to waste. That it needs to be known to everybody that you can get something out of this program. You have the most knowledge in the world, or you have the least knowledge, you will always get something out of this program. And I'm right now at my high school talking to other people with the same mindset as me that want to achieve things in life, that you need to do this program. This program is a necessity to the building of your character. And I can promise you next year, I will be here assisting, helping out, and making sure that the other young men that will be Beaux candidates to go into Beaux will make sure they get the same, even more knowledge out of me than this program.
Programs like this are needed for every community, for every community. If there's no positive outlet for a kid in a neighborhood where there's nothing but violence, drugs, poverty, their chances of survival are slim to none, period. When you have programs like this, as one of my mentors told me, I can only teach you what I know. But if the person next to you doesn't know, and your parents don't know, and your neighbor doesn't know, and your school can't teach you what they don't know, then where do you learn it from?